Sup.
Right?
Sup. Sup. There's sup on my sweatshirt. Okay. Okay. Corner is back. So it's a box of topics, and we pick 3 at a time. And we discuss those topics that we pick.
And they make us say, okay. Or like, okay. Or like, okay.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of okays.
Yeah.
In this corner.
We threw in some more. We threw in some suggestions that we got in the comments and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more things to be talked about, all mixed up in there. We'll get to everything eventually, probably.
If we're forgetting people or things or instances or moments or good stuff,
be like, hey guys, you fucking missed it.
Yeah.
And be like, sorry.
So we have to give a shout out today to a very loyal supporter.
GAEGUNDA. Planet.
We think that's how you say it.
Yeah, we're
not sure.
It's fuzzy. But,
correct us if we're wrong.
But she always watched our stuff and comments and is very enjoyable and made us some fan art. Here, we'll do that. We'll do that. It'll pop up. It was like, what?
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you for being cute and pretty and funny and my best friend. It's hilarious. That's so nice
You're
of you
welcome.
to stick by me for 21 years. Thank you so much. That was really nice of you.
Take a
It's
time
never
out of your
happened
life
before
to do
our lives,
that. That's
obviously.
amazing.
Yeah.
Box with fun or
We're
fun
ready.
box.
Okay. We're both ready for the box for some questions. Okay. Okay. And here we go. So you get to pick 2 today.
Mix it up.
Peggy gets to pick 2.
It goes Peggy, Lana, Peggy today.
Yeah.
All right.
Pip.
Pip.
And then
every
every
other
other
day
day
little
it's
Ippy.
Ippy.
Little Ippy.
Ew. All right.
Not today. Almost caught me in the eye.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Number 1.
Number 1 for today. I like to shuffle them around.
I didn't say anything.
I know, I'm just saying for myself. Okay.
What'd you pick? What'd you get? Who'd you pick? What did you get?
No. Yes. DK's voice.
Oh!
DK's voice.
I knew you were gonna pick that.
I felt like we were going to talk about DK today. He was in the air.
Yeah.
He's in the air. Oh my god.
Clearest
Okay.
voice in K-pop.
DK's voice. Clearest voice in K-pop. We've said it before.
Strongest voice in K-pop.
We'll say it always.
Best voice in K-pop.
Oh my god. Flawless.
Yeah.
Always. Even when he's just fucking around.
It's so like steady.
Like it never falters.
No, I don't know.
Ever.
Again,
Alana.
call Alana.
Alana.
DK's voice in the song 20. I think we've mentioned that before. We probably mentioned that like 6 times before. I don't get how a human voice does what it does
so
when it comes out of him.
And then that one performance that they do when they're on desks and he smiles while he's singing.
Looking like a
because he also has the world's
boy
best
man,
smile.
hot boy man with some thighs.
Like
has nothing to do with his voice, but he's got him.
Everything about him
Can't
solid.
undeniable. Like if we're talking about parts that I'm like, I gotta rewind this. No, I gotta listen again. I have to listen to this again. In Say Yes, where they come back in and they're like, and he goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. That part, that's not what he sounds like, but that part,
you know what part?
that's the part. That is the part. He he does some stuff that I don't hear anywhere else. It's like one of those high frequency things that you're like, I don't know how I'm hearing this, but I am. And I like it. I don't know.
Ugh.
No, really though. I think he might have my favorite voice in any group that I like.
Which
It's a
hard
bold
to make
statement.
A statement, but
it's bold.
I think
but I'm
going to
say it for him.
Because it's just like
It's like angelic and strong and clear and good, and he can hit low notes. He can hit high notes. He can hit the medium notes. Whatever those are, DK does it. DK can do it. DK will do it. Can't wait to see him in like a week.
Oh my god.
Can't wait to see him in like a week.
It's just, he's just always has the good moments. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm not gonna say because other people have good moments too. I mean, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about.
But like when it's his turn to come in, and no one's below average. But when he comes in between some people, it's like someone else and then him and then someone else. You're like, I wish DK was singing again. Some of the time, I'm like, I miss DK's voice.
He could sing.
That was really good.
He could sing a whole poem of just tearing apart everything about me and my family, and I'd be like, that was
beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that gift. Okay?
So, moral of the story is, DK's voice is okay. DK's voice is okay.
Shuffle them up for number 2. Lana's pick. Violent.
love this topic.
What is it?
It is hilarious hots.
Yes! Oh,
One.
yes.
Vernon from 17.
Oh my god.
Vernon and June from 17.
More talk about how great June is.
Yeah. If anyone wants to talk about June for an entire video,
Yeah, let's
sure.
talk about it. Oh my god.
Vernon is one, hot. That's obvious.
Right.
Two,
hilarious.
low key hilarious.
So
and makes
funny.
like the side jokes because I feel like he's not super loud unless he's like alone
Right.
with his group. But then you see him in interviews and stuff like that where he's like doing some stuff on the sly and you're like, you can't hide from me.
He's always throwing low-key jokes.
I see what you're doing. I see the faces you're making and he's like, this a lot? I don't
So
know
like-
if that's not accurate, but he's done that before.
Very sassy young man.
Yeah.
Full of sass.
like-
We did discuss June's humor in the last video. If you check that out, we talked about him in general. But
Yeah.
also, he's the funniest fucking person. Oh my god. And when he does this stuff,
He knows he's funny.
and he acts like that, it's the best thing in the world.
This is June, He's just famous.
Yeah.
June's just famous
It's like
and he knows
funny.
it. He's hot and funny.
You know who has some underrated humor? I am.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I am.
Yep.
Hot as hell, funny as hell.
Sometimes I think he's American.
Honestly, though, like, I know he did the 3 years in Massachusetts, but again, that much of
But he took some humor back.
yeah.
Some weird humor.
You know who I really love as a comedic pair, actually? Sagan and Chaniel.
Yeah.
They're funny as hell together, and they're also very tall
They're
together.
good to look
But
at too.
they're so funny. All their random V-apps and stuff, and then in the...
When they team up, it's like
In an
what-
interview
who
they
you
just
guys, you guys
did.
are fucking with everyone.
They literally sat there with their legs crossed, watching everyone else try
Waiting.
to do an interview, waiting to just start
Do a
shit
bit, yeah.
in the middle of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And Chaniel offers everyone money to say that they want to work with him.
High key Young Jay is the funniest person in concept. And I don't get how
so
they all look
goddamn
like that.
enjoyable.
Young Jay's new haircut is good. What the fuck, man?
So good.
It's
God damn.
so good.
Wonwu. Wonwu's the funniest motherfucker there is.
That is a
His
fact.
joke about the bank.
Yeah.
Guys,
yeah.
this is comedy gold.
On
okay?
One Fine Day, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. They're about to prank the 8, and Wong makes a really funny joke, and the prank isn't funny.
Fell flat.
Yeah.
Wonwu's joke didn't.
No.
And he's
Yeah.
always like, did you see I'm doing a bit?
You guys
I'm
see,
doing a, did you
who's
see
laughing
my
at my joke?
I did a
Usually
joke.
only Hoshi. Jungkook.
Oh my god. I always say that he might be the funniest person in K-pop. I just like when he does
don't
impressions.
ever know what's happening in his
No,
brain.
I like when he does impressions of people, and then I also like when the other members impersonate him.
Him.
And they always talk like this.
Mhm.
And
And then he tries to get people back and going this, and it's like, no, but you're the one that
That's
sounds
what you do.
like that. So you're making fun of yourself, brother.
Oh my god. We could honestly go on for days about this. We're discovering new people who are funny too, but we're just gonna hold off on that.
Yeah, if there's any group that has a super hilarious, super hot, please let us
Love
know.
it.
Please let us know.
Okay.
Last turn.
Moving them around. Moving them around.
Shuffle them. Shuffle them up.
Okay.
Hold up.
What is it? Wonderful leader.
S Coops. S Coops
The
is
best
an
leader.
A1 leader.
Okay.
He's in charge of 12 young boys, young men that live on the streets of Korea and have no home and no food and no clothes. And S Coops goes out every night. He works in the fields every day and every night, and he goes to an office job from 11 to
Coops has 6 office jobs. Okay.
Coops has 12 children and 3 jobs.
He's just a single dad trying to raise his dozen kids.
God, he has literally a dozen children
He does.
that he has to take care of, and he does it so wonderfully. Okay.
He's so nice to everyone.
Yeah.
And he doesn't, that's why he thinks he's a shitty leader, but he's not a shitty leader. He's a really
Tries
nice leader.
So hard, and he always puts himself down.
He
And I
does.
just want to send a quick message to S Coops. S Coops, I love you. You work so
You're a
hard.
fucking boy, Coops. You're a boy,
Boy
Coops.
Okay.
Coops with those thighs.
Thighs.
All right.
Yeah.
First,
He's like,
first ever time.
Lon has to take care of all these boys that don't live with their parents anymore.
Oh my
And that are
God.
all still so young. No one was born before 1995.
I don't like to think
They're
about
all
that fact.
so young. I'm trying to get sentimental.
I know.
Like, he has to tell everyone everything's okay all the time. They all can come to him and talk to him about whatever they want, and they're just starting, and he probably thought at the beginning that he failed them all if they didn't do well and all this stuff, but he does so well, and he's an A1 leader, and he's so hot.
He's so
talented.
He's so talented and
Coops is definitely a wonderful leader.
He is. Okay, everyone?
Yeah.
He tries his hardest, and he's really, really good, and he's so freaking cute.
Yeah.
Okay?
Suho, the most underrated man in Korea.
Oh my god, so gentle and beautiful.
It's weird that he can be so underrated but have literally all of Korea's money. He's
Like,
the richest man in Korea, but the poorest reviews in EXO.
He's Daddy Warbucks, Mr. Grey,
Yeah.
and no one,
and no one cares.
is saying it.
No one cares.
He's so beautiful and is like, you know what? I'm just gonna let my members talk. I'm gonna let my members have the light.
For a group that has been through that much with the members leaving,
Come on, guys.
he is doing so well.
He's held it together.
So strong.
He's held the fucking fort down.
He is so attractive. He is so talented. He does his movies. He does his EXO.
He does his EXO.
He does his face. He's a wonderful leader.
For them to have like the kind of comeback they're having right now and being like,
he must be
the
proud.
best at everything. Like, good job.
Suho,
Good job.
you did it.
Everyone else, good job as well. But like, you know what? You're the leader.
Yeah.
So
Good job.
You know what leader I want to talk about?
Daddy Shonu.
The show news.
Yeah.
You already know how I feel about him.
He's the dad and daddy of that group, besides Wonho. But he also might be the most childish of the whole group.
True as fuck. He's a 40-year-old man and also a giant baby.
Yeah, that is true.
He's just a big confused ass baby.
He just leads everyone with some footwork, and then they're good. He's like, guys, follow my lead. We got this.
Here I go.
Like, I feel
Here
like
we are.
literally no one in that group ever knows what's happening. Like,
No, and he
Shonu
doesn't, but
also
he's
doesn't.
like, I'm just like gonna stand in the middle.
They put me here, so I gotta do my job, I think.
Right.
I don't really know what's happening, but I'm here.
On Monsters right now, the thing when it was just him and Juhan in the room, and then he comes up and was like, no, I need you here with me to dance in front of the camera, and then he blocks him out of the way and just starts going,
Yep.
there's another favorite leader. They have another favorite leader. And then you have a favorite leader. Not of the leaders, but like a leader that is one of our favorites.
Hold on. Oh. He has so much talent. I will give it to him. He is one talented motherfucker. Ratman is talented. Coming from a company that was like nothing, had nobody, it was literally just them. They were like, BTS, make some money for us. BTS has
build a company.
Made some money for Big Hit.
Yeah.
And you know who led that group? Ratman. Like,
he gets not much credit as a leader because most people just like shit all over him for no reason. But
no one's ever.
He tries really fucking hard.
I feel like that's the group the most where you're like, oh, there's not really a leader.
Right.
But he is.
That time he got pranked and they said they were going to kick him out of the group.
He stuck up for everyone.
And he got. He was
sticking up for Jimin. When their boss was like, do you even want to be in the group? Do you want to go solo? Do we even need a leader? And he got pissed. I was like, oh, he's a leader. Oh, that's a leader if I've ever seen one.
Oh my god.
Okay. Ratman is okay. And talented. Good rapper. Good composer. He's good at everything.
He's improving on his dancing.
Yeah. I left that
It doesn't really know what to do with his large
He's lanky.
body,
He's awkward and lanky.
You know what? We know how I feel about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good thing. It is okay. It is very okay.
Yep. And that's all the groups.
That's all. That's everyone. There's no leaders left that maybe you would want to talk about. There's not someone named MJ Bum, who maybe you would want to discuss.
Went deaf for a few minutes. I didn't hear anything.
Can't hear you.
I'll definitely talk about him. JB of GOT7. MJ Bum was born January 6th, 1990. Okay, but
Very
no.
important leader.
One, I'm just going to start off with the obvious. I know this is the most irrelevant point, so I'm just going to get it out of the way. He's like so attractive. I don't get how he's not like
fucking
the
criminal.
8th wonder of the world.
Literally.
I really don't get it.
Shit.
What is that jawline and the natural contour that he has? He washed his face and looked the same.
Yeah.
With and without makeup. Don't get how that happens. 2, he had to go from JJ Project. Didn't have to, but he was forced to, so he had to. He went from JJ Project with Junior, and then was put into this group. They were like, you know what? You're the leader. And he said, you know what? I'm the leader.
Of the leaders of like the people that we're super into, he might be the scariest one. By might be, I mean absolutely is the scariest one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I would not want to be in GOT7.
Oh my god, because
what is behind the scenes GOT7 like?
Like he's super nice and talks about how he's a nice leader, but you talking about the prank?
when he gets up in Yukim's face, it's like, do you actually do that?
Because then he
Do
said
you
it was like
literally do
out of
that?
character for him, but also
You're
it was
lying.
believable as
But you're
shit.
lying.
So at some point you were like, don't fuck with me.
Those were our topics for today. DK's voice, hilarious hots of wonderful leaders.
Nice.
Um,
A good, well-rounded day.
yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Okay?
We'll do more things. Okay. Other stuff.
Okay.
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 Whatever. Okay.
Yugim, throw me a frickin' burn.